All right, hey everybody, it is your girl Smart Sister. I am sitting up here at Starbucks with my little coffee, which I'm gonna stop buying and quit giving them all my damn money. But anyway, today I want to talk about unity of self. Now, as I told y'all before, this month I'm going to spend the entire month on talking about what is unity. I think we talk about it all the time, but we've never really defined it the way we should and how it applies to you in your personal life. You know, we have all these lofty, big ideas of what we think stuff is that really has no practical application, and that's what I want to do. Start giving y'all some real practical applications of everything that I talk about, because until we do, we still just in talking about some pie in the sky craziness that's never gonna happen. So I'm all about facts, figures, the whole nine, and being effective and making things happen. Because I think too often we spend too much time on the paralysis of analysis with no results. It's okay to do that if you're getting some results, but the fact that we doing is talking and not getting anywhere, that's not helping us. So as I said, this first installment for January, I'm going to talk about unity of self. That is where our unity has to begin. Because if you, as an individual, are all over the doggone place, how can you have any unity with anyone else? Because you don't even have your own act in your own game together. And what I mean by that is, you know, are you growing some locks and then you're dying them blonde and then you're dating a white woman? Now, some people may say that is unified. I don't think so. It's an oxymoron, if you ask me. Blonde locks, I ain't never understood that. But no offense to you all that are doing it. But my point that I'm making is, how can you be in opposite frames of mind or thought and think that you're moving as one cohesive unit in your own life? And what that means is you're going to have to take some time to look at yourself. Before you can sit up here, as my mother always said, when you point your finger, three point back at you, you got to look at yourself to see, what is your mindset? What are you thinking? What are you trying to achieve? Where are you going? And until you have your own life in order, until you have your own goals and objectives set and being executed in your own life, you can't have unity with anybody else. Because if you're still trying to make it, trying to survive, trying to whatever, which we're all doing, but have a plan. You have to have a plan. You have to have some goals and objectives in order to know that you are moving forward, so you can unify with somebody else. Look at yourself, you know, mentally, spiritually, physically, emotionally. Look at all those things. Are they opposites of one another? Are you, you know, emotionally all tied up in a good or a bad relationship? But how is that affecting you physically? How is that affecting you spiritually? How are you functioning? And that is the point. Look at yourself. How are you ready to unite with someone if you are still in survival mode all the time? And that's something really that black people got to get out of as well. Because I think the mind, think about it, when you get up in the morning and you're on point, you balance and everything is cool, your whole day goes by better, doesn't it? Or if you're not worried about money, one thing my father always told me to do was put $100 bill in your wallet and keep it there and act like, and just forget about it, that it's there. It's almost like subconsciously you know you have money and you think differently. You already know when you have money, you think differently. You're not in survival mode. You're not scratching out trying to keep things going, because you already are dealing from an atmosphere of having something than of lack. When you're dealing out of fear and out of lack, you can't unite with anybody. and you can't get anything done. So that's the whole point. You're going to have to uh, pull back some and take a look at your life. Right now, we all pretty much have come up with New Year's resolutions and all this stuff. But once again, be realistic. Look at yourself, like I said, from a mental, physical, emotional, spiritual point of view. Because when you're in balance, you can feel it. When you're not, you can feel it. And whatever it is that you're lacking, whatever it is that you feel you're deficient in, you need to take a look and go find some information and read it and do it for yourself. You know, some things you just got to do for yourself. You don't need to talk to nobody about it. You don't need to get all up in somebody else's video. You need to be the star of your own video and get in there and do what you got to do and come out on the other side in a better, more balanced state of mind. And then that's when we'll start to really be able to have a conversation about unity. So that's it for this installment. I may do another one this week, but I hope all is well with everyone, and I hope you've had a great year so far. This it's flying by already, but it's almost time for the orange Cheeto to get in office. So let's just concentrate on us and being better and making this happen this year. Like I said, we're all on a journey, and next time I think I'll just talk a little bit more about how I found more unity within myself and what some practical things we can do. And I'll post that a little later this week. And let's do this. So, all right, you have a wonderful week, and I'll see you next time.